The Cyclones, if they're able to hold on to this lead, it'll be their second Kelly Cup championship in the last 3 years. It'll be head coach Chuck Weber's 45th win in 4 years. That's 7 more than any other coach has ever won in a 4-year stretch in the postseason. Here's a shot. Meyer makes the save. Higgins will chase it in the left corner. He'll fire it down. 3 seconds to go. That's going to do it. Icing here is the call. And with a little bit less than 1 second to go, the face-off is going to come all the way down to the left of Robert Meyer. And how ironic is it that the last time the Cyclones won a Kelly Cup championship, there was a Montreal Canadiens affiliated goalie in net. That was Cedric Desjardins. His experience in Cincinnati served him well. And now Robert Meyer, just 2 years later, has an opportunity to potentially do the exact same thing. So the face-off now, with all kinds of bodies stacked into the slot area. 1 2/10 seconds to go. Most likely, Kevin DeVirgilio is going to try to win the draw straight back onto the stick of Marty Flickle, who's going to look to one-time it. And if the Cyclones defend it correctly, look for Brian O'Hanley to try to jump in that shooting lane as the puck hits the ice. Our linesman, Mike Hamilton, drops it down. It'll go to the corner. That's it. The Cyclones are the Kelly Cup champions in 2010. What an improbable finish to a season as the Cyclones wind up knocking off South Carolina in the first round, the defending Kelly Cup champions. And then in the second round, dispatch of the American Conference regular season champion Charlotte Checkers. In round 3, they come from a 3-0 deficit to the Reading Royals to advance to this round. And now against the Brabham Cup champions, the Idaho Steelheads, the Cyclones don't have to go the full length of the series. They take care of it here in 5 games tonight. Your final score, 2-1. So that is going to take care of regulation time. All the festivities now get underway. Dustin Sproat hugging head coach Chuck Weber down at the side of the Cyclones net. The confetti dropping out of the ceiling. The fireworks going off. And guess what, folks? A 25-pound piece of hardware gets to reside here in the Queen City for another season. How about that one? So what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to step away for a 2-minute break. When we return, we're going to let you listen to the Wild Man with the presentation of the championship trophy. 2-1, the Cyclones win it. They win the best-of-7 series, 4 games to 1. You're listening to Cincinnati Cyclones hockey right here on ESPN 1530.
So you started playing Powerball.
How are you feeling?
Powerball.
This is outstanding.
Oh, you do?
We've been here and done it before, but it's always a fun thing to get to do.
Well, how does
2 times in 3 years is pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We could do this every year, and that'd be all right.
And it's loaded with
Yeah.
sour cream. You'll need to stock up on ranch.
So we'll do that. Here's what we're going to do, Lindsay. This next stretch is going to be a little bit longer now that we're through this first commercial, because I want to let Wild Man go ahead and have his moment with all this, and then we'll move forward from there.
That's fine with me.
Downtown area. Cadillac Ranch is the premier all-American bar and grill, open for lunch, dinner, and late night fun, offering the best country, rock, and party hits and the baddest mechanical bull in town. Catch all your favorite sports on their multiple plasma TVs and enjoy dining on their large outdoor patio. Located on Fountain Square, where it's Cyclones games this year. Watch during intermission for the most unusual Zamboni in the ECHL, sponsored by Cadillac Ranch. Cadillac Ranch, before and after all Clones games.
If you've ever thought about cosmetic surgery, stop dreaming of the new you. Invest in yourself and your future with the Plastic Surgery Group. Surgery as an art. With 6 board-certified physicians recognized as Cincinnati Magazine's top docs, you can look and feel your very best with the latest surgical and non-surgical options. Take advantage of the $4,700 all-inclusive breast augmentation package or the $5,800 tummy tuck special by calling 513-791-4440 or visit the web at theplasticsurgerygroup.com.
Sport Clips, America's haircut place for men and boys, knows there are certain places made just for guys, like restaurants with 9 different types of buffalo wings next to a go-kart track. That's Sport Clips. Sports on TV, a relaxing neck and shoulder massage, our legendary hot steam towel, and a great haircut from people who specialize only in men's and boys' hair care. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy. Visit sportclips.com to find a store nearest you and ask for the MVP treatment.
This season, the team at Rumpke reminds you to score one for the environment. From commercial, construction, and e-waste recycling programs to complete special event and residential recycling services, you can count on the team at Rumpke to reduce your waste. Visit RumpkeRecycling.com to learn more. And remember, go Cyclones and go green. Do your part for the environment.
30 seconds.
Rumpke,
Thank you.
Keeping neighborhoods like yours clean and green since 1932. Hey, Cyclones fans, it's hockey season and Dickman's is your Cyclones pre- and post-game destination. Dickman's Kentucky Sports Cafe in Fort Wright, Kentucky is just 5 minutes from the arena. They've got the NHL Center Ice package and over 35 screens to watch all the action throughout the season. Stop in after the game for great grub and cold beer and a place to cheer. Go Cyclones. See you at Dickman's. Remember, sports fans, Dickman's is 21 and over.
Feeding your brain a tasty sports buffet. Cincinnati's ESPN 1530.
And welcome back to U.S. Bank Arena. It is all over. The Cyclones have taken care of business tonight. They have taken care of business this series. They have taken care of business all year long. They wind up finishing 6th in the ECHL's regular season standings, 5th in the American Conference, and they wind up sneaking their way through to the Kelly Cup Finals. The road was not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and here in the finals they run into a great Idaho Steelheads team, and as a result, they had to battle all the way through, and it's kind of ironic with all the difficult series they've had here in the playoffs, all the battles they've had to fight going the distance in the first 3 rounds. This may have been the most difficult series of them all from the standpoint that Idaho seemed to have an element of each of the teams that the Cyclones had beaten along the way, and wow. And with that having been said, let's go down to the ice level. And in just a moment, Dennis Wildman Walker will give you the audio as we get ready to see the Kelly Cup being brought from the Zamboni entrance out onto the ice. And out there right now, you can see the boys hugging and celebrating and all the fun and games. There will also be the announcement and the presentation of the most valuable player of the Kelly Cup postseason. And the championship hats being worn by the players. And as we take a look, everybody getting into the act, even the guys who didn't play tonight in uniform and out on the ice to share in what is going to be a moment that none of these players will ever
The ECHL
forget.
would like to recognize National Conference champion Idaho, team president Eric Trapp, coach Derek Liddell, and the Steelheads players for their tremendous achievement of reaching the Kelly Cup Finals for a well-played series. Fans, we now ask you to turn your attention to center ice. And welcome ECHL Commissioner Brian McKenna, who will present the trophy to the MVP of the Kelly Cup playoffs.
And in just
the MVP is determined by members of the media, who each cast a vote for the most valuable player for his team in the Kelly Cup playoffs. ECHL Commissioner Brian McKenna will now present the 2010 Kelly Cup playoffs MVP trophy to Robert Meyer and Jeremy Smith of your 2010 Kelly Cup champion, Cincinnati Cyclones.
And an excellent choice all the way around. Both goaltenders instrumental in making sure that things were taken care of in back. Here comes Jeremy Smith to join Robert Meyer for this photograph opportunity. You know what? Robert Meyer's going to get the accolades for winning the Kelly Cup championship. But you know what? Jeremy Smith got this team to that point. Smith was spectacular, and there's no other word that you can use in the first 2 series of the